What happened to the prettiest girl in your high school? Number 1. She married Jason Statham. Number 2. I got with her in the end. Smile confessed my feelings and we eloped. Lost my job and my teacher's license, but it was worth it. 2-sentence horror story material. Number 3. Became a meth head, then a crackhead. Her career was stripper, dating drug dealers. She died of cancer. Her boyfriend gave her heroin on her deathbed. In a weird way, that's kind of sweet. He stayed with her, and did his best to help the pain. Number 4. She became an actress for kids shows and a model. Was going to get married with a handsome dude. Everything seemed to be perfect. He then cheated on her and she hanged herself. Edit, it was indeed a shock to everyone, even her close ones. Her life, on the outside, seemed perfect. Well-off parents with connections, seemed like a tight-knit family, career going extremely well, relationship seemed great. It's almost as if this cheating of her future husband broke her perfect world and she was not equipped to deal with it. Who knows, I'm still baffled when I think back. Jesus. Number 5. She was also one of, if not the smartest. Literally got an incredibly high-power job. If I said it you would go WTF. When I say high power and influence, I mean high power and influence. Married into a royal family, lives in that country now. Number 6. Had 2 kids by 21. Baby daddy got shot trying to screw over the weed man and suffered severe permanent brain damage. And she put on over 100 pounds and is now an unrecognizable single mom. And this girl was gorgeous. Shake my effing head. Number 7. One of them went crazy. Accused 6 or 7 different people of sexually assaulting her, chopped off her hair, changed her name and eventually ended up teaching evening dance lessons to adults. The other moved to Alaska, became a professional photographer, married well, had children and continued to be drop dead gorgeous. Number 8. There's 2. One became a heroin addict and died of an overdose. The other one looks even better than she did in high school. Married with 2 kids. The second one's daughter is my daughter's age and they went to school together and wound up being friends. I didn't tell my wife I used to bang her in high school. Number 9. Gained at least 100 pounds and has 5 kids, each by different fathers. Number 10. Oh, that would have been Charlene. She was hot, smoking hot. Every guy wanted her and every girl wanted to be her. She wasn't just pretty but she was sweet and kind and was friends with everyone. Jocks, nerds, goths, cool kids. Didn't matter to her. She was a social butterfly, not full of herself, and was really just a good, and very pretty, girl. Saw her about 10 years after school. She and a dodgy-looking friend came into a restaurant where I was a waiter. She had lost her looks and her hair was super short and looked tatty and yuck. She walked in with a very pronounced limp and when it came time to pay gave me a credit card which got declined. She gave me a second card which also declined. The name on both cards were different and no Charlene or letter C anywhere. Her friend gave me a card which worked. The tip was super generous, so I didn't want to make a fuss. I was broke and needed the money. She started coming regularly, sometimes with the same dude, sometimes alone, sometimes with other dodgy looking people. She would eat, give me a card that obviously wasn't hers and ask me to give her a little cash back in exchange for a big tip. At first I went along pretending I didn't know what was going on, but then my boss asked me about a previous purchase of hers. Bank had called my boss. I panicked and stopped helping her. Told her I couldn't and explained that the bank had called. She stopped coming around. I never got to ask her about the limp, but it was a bad limp. I ran into another school friend sometime later who told me that Charlene had gotten into a wrong crowd and drugs. She was in it so bad that she staged a robbery at her parents' house and cleaned out her dad's safe. The dad figured it was her and threw her out and disowned her. She tried to commit suicide by running into traffic and was hit and dragged by a car, mangling her leg. She apparently then hooked up with a dealer that had a connection at the post office that used to steal credit cards from post and sell them to her. Never saw her again. Number 11. She's an influencer engaged to a CEO. She's doing pretty good for herself. I never really stood a chance. She was always out of my league. Number 12. Well, hottest one in the class above me got pregnant at 19, cheated on her husband and is now 47-year-old town by silk type. My year. She became a farmer chick, got fat between the pregnancy but stayed active. Now at 46 she's gorgeous again, still married to her husband, still the same farm. Mom of 3 friends of my kids. Class below my turn. She became a prostitute. Now with 45 she looks used and messed up. No kids. Some repeating customers who aged with her keep her over water for sexual kinks. So it's quite different. Some grown and glow and just fuck up. I doubt it has much to do with the initial looks. It's much more important how they develop themselves. What is an old town bicycle type? Everybody gets a ride. Number 13. I'm not friends with 99.9% of the people I knew in high school and don't care much about them. But I have occasionally stumbled across a picture on Facebook. Funny, for the most part the hottest girls are no longer even close to the hottest, and some of their more average girls turned out way more attractive. Also, one of the smartest, nerdiest kids turned into a raging drug dealer and went to jail. Hit subscribe if you want to be notified of future content. Hit like to encourage me and drop a comment to make requests regarding any topic. See you in the next video.